period blood is actually some of the most potent female energy that you could possibly kind of do magic with. But the book itself, it's very potent.
Do you consider yourself like witchy?
You can use like orgasms as magic. Did you know that?
Let's learn more. Like,
out in the digital desert, one cowboy ain't afraid to scroll where others won't. Where the Wi-Fi is unstable, but the drama is solid gold. So pull up your bootstraps, charge your phone, and saddle up, because we're going to the wild, wild web.
Get up now. Yeehaw!
hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Wild Wild Web with me, your host, Eric Cedeno. I'm your sheriff, you're my deputies, and today we have someone under arrest. Oh my God, this guest is wanted for something very peculiar. And we're going to get into that later. We have a big warrant out for her, and she's a model. She's a writer. She's a content creator, and she's very stylish. Please welcome Kitty Lever. Thank you for being here. Sorry you're under arrest. How's your day been?
Day's been good. I feel like the last 2 weeks I haven't been working that much, but it's been in a positive way because I feel like I've been able to be a part of a lot of passion projects for other people. You know the stuff that you do that's not getting you paid, but it actually is the most imperative to like what you're building?
Yeah. I feel like the things that you're not getting paid for are like the most fun, the most creatively fulfilling, and the most interesting.
Yes, that's kind of where I've been at right now.
Because sometimes you're getting paid for something and you're like, this shit sucks. Like,
no,
I'm sorry.
True.
Like,
and you're burnt out.
Yeah. Oh my God, I was burnt out this whole year. I think I had my Saturn return.
Wait, your birthday's coming out.
Yeah.
I was doing my research too.
I'm a Virgo.
We're both Virgos.
I know. Wait, when's your birthday?
September 11th.
Oh my God. That's nice. Do you like celebrate that like every year? I feel like
now I do, but when I was really young, it was really hard. It was like, no,
like can't have fun today.
Well, my dad was in the military too, so it was like double.
Oh, it's like intense.
Not good. Yeah. Well, because I remember. Well, I don't remember this, but my mom told me that when I was turning 3 is when it happened, 9/11. And all the bases were shut down. Like, I guess I had a little birthday party and like nobody could come because of everything going on.
That's crazy.
It's honestly crazy to even conceptualize and think about, especially living in New York. I'm like, if that happened, like.
Also, have you heard that theory that everyone thinks they remember where they were when it happened, but like when you're a little kid, you just make stuff up in your head?
Yeah, that's why I quickly didn't say I remember. I was like, wait, somebody told me. Like,
yeah. Like, I thought I remembered, like, getting picked up from school early. My mom was like, we did not pick you up from school early. I was like, are you sure?
Right.
I feel like I remember that.
You just, like, made things up.
I've just been lying my whole life. Like, that's what I found out. Like, I've just been making things up in my head my whole life. And, like, that's my superpower.
I feel like social media, though, makes that kind of happen. Like, the internet. Like, you start seeing things and they start implanting in you and you think that they're your own.
Yeah. Do you ever have a dream and you're like, that was real?
Yeah, all the time.
Like, well, sometimes I'll have a dream that my boyfriend did something rude to me and I'm like, wake up and I'm like, I'm mad.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, all the time. My dreams are crazy.
I know. Well, do you feel like a Virgo? Do you feel like you're a Virgo?
That's a great question. We should just talk about that because I feel like everybody always tells me like, oh, you have to be a Pisces. And I'm like, I don't even have water in my chart at all.
Oh, really? You're all earth?
I'm earth and fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like a Gemini rising Pisces moon. So I'm all over the map.
I'm a Gemini moon. Aries rising.
Okay.
Wait. Wow. Interesting.
So you are fiery.
Yeah, I'm a little fiery.
But you give
But I'm grounded.
I feel like your online persona is like, your online persona is very airy.
Yeah, well, I think sometimes people's first impression of me is fire, though. And I'm like, interesting. But then when you get to know me a little bit more, it's not like that. But the Virgo of it all.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I actually feel like Virgos are just really hardworking.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an August Virgo.
Yeah, so it's a little different.
So I'm just like a little different than the other girls. Like,
yeah, you are. It is.
I actually think I'm Leo leaning. Like, I have like Leo tendencies sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah,
I feel
a little
like you
bit.
do too, though.
Yeah, I know. It's the fire.
Well, it's
Like
because it's the tiara.
it's the tiara. it's a tiara of it all.
Yeah. I think like being a Virgo is people never see it for me. Like I feel like people wouldn't guess that for you either.
No, neither of us. But there's a lot of Virgos that are entertainers and personalities too. I feel like it's like a very grounded person. And you know what it is too? I get along so well with other Virgos.
Yeah. Do you don't think other Virgos get along with other Virgos?
No, I think we all do.
We all do get along?
Like September's coming and it's everybody's birthday.
I know. My sister's a Virgo too. We just got in a fight.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'll tell you about it later.
How many siblings do you have?
I'm a middle child, so I'm like a younger and an older.
Me too.
Yeah. Do you
I'm a
feel like
middle.
I feel like middle child, like we're very independent. We know how to get our stuff done and we just like attention.
Yeah, that's really Yeah, the independence piece.
Yeah.
Like, they say the middle child is the first to leave the house and go to sleep over at people's houses.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That makes sense. I'm like I am
Right?
also like the planner of the family. Like I'm the only one in my family who's like really left Texas and like, well, my brother moved to Pittsburgh like last year, but with this whole family. Not like, but I was the first one in my family to like move to New York or like leave Texas to like go out right out of college. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sort of same. Did you always know that this life was just meant for you?
I used to run around the house and be like, I'm gonna be famous. And my brother's gonna be like, doing what? And I was like, who knows? Like, did you always? I feel like you ran around the house saying you were famous. You're gonna be famous.
I don't know. It's like, I don't know if I said I was going to be famous, but I knew that I would be like amount to something, or I don't even know, because I didn't really know if I had that awareness. But I just remember like at different times in my life, like listening to like a podcast or like listening to different music and being like, I'm gonna meet that person one day. Like I'm going to be around this person one day. And not in a way of like, I don't know how to explain it. I just like felt like my future self knew what was happening.
Yeah.
But I didn't really have that like I'm going to be famous. I didn't really know. And because I wasn't like a musician.
No, I know what you mean.
Or an entertainer in that way.
Yeah. I feel like it's one of those things where I was like subtly manifesting my life my whole life and I didn't realize. And now that it's come to fruition, I was like, I was right the whole time.
What year were you born?
2005.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 19.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No. Tell us.
The way 2005 is not 19, I'd be like,
I was like 21.
Yeah, I was like, no, I was born in 1996. Everyone gasped. Everyone was so shocked by that. And are you 1990?
You're 30.
I'm turning 30 this year.
Oh my God, that's so exciting.
Meg, cut that.
That's so exciting. Wait, I just want to say, okay, because I was talking to my boyfriend about this, and he's born in 1997. And I was like, I think that we are born in the best timeline. Like 1996, 1997, 1998, and maybe 1999. Because I feel like we got such a real childhood, but we also got the privilege of growing up in iPhone era where we could just change our whole lives with a device.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we also missed iPad baby time where like, I feel like if my parents had access to an iPad and didn't know that there'd be repercussions to like letting your kid sit on a screen all the time, or like I was just super drawn to that. Like I would just be on it all the time. Like I'm so glad I had time away from like an iPhone. Because I would say even in high school, like high school is when I got an iPhone, but like middle school up until high school, like I just had like a flip phone. And so I would like call my friends and I'd go outside and play. I wouldn't like sit on my phone all day. And I think that's like, I'm so glad I had that time. And even like with the TikTok time, like I had a full-time job before TikTok. Before COVID.
Same.
Like I was in an office working a 9 to 5, like and I'm like, I'm grateful I had that too. Like, I've had so many life experiences in this one life already. So.
Yeah, why did you start posting on TikTok? Do you have a why?
I went through a breakup. And
what year is this?
This is like 2020 for sure, 2020. And then I was like, oh my God, I was just telling my friend, I was like, I was in tears for like a week. Like, I had to move. Like, it was a whole big thing. And I was like crying all the time. And then I was like, I didn't even like him. I didn't really like him. I was like, why was I so sad?
Yeah.
I think I just wanted to be dramatic. Like,
yeah, sometimes you just need that. But also, I feel like it's maybe easier looking back to like feel that way. Like you didn't really like them when maybe, I don't know.
I was just complaining all the time. I was like,
Right.
actually, like we did need to break up. But then we broke up and I moved and I got a cute haircut and I grew a mustache and I was like, I'm gonna start posting. And then that's when it blew up. That's when it all happened.
Wait, in 2022?
In 2020.
Wait, so you were a part of like the 2020 boom?
Yeah.
Like the COVID. Like,
what about
boom.
you? When was your boom?
No, that's what I was thinking because okay, so TikTok was happening in 2019, but I remember I was a senior in college and there was college freshmen on my soccer team and they were making TikToks like crazy and I was like, this is the part of the 1990s baby thing where I was like, oh, Vine was so much better. Like have this superiority complex about it. And I just had, like I said, a huge superiority complex for a really long time. And it wasn't until 2021 when modeling and other things weren't really happening. And I was like, holy shit, I'm going to have to use TikTok because like that's the only way to get myself into another place. Like it's the only way to meet people that haven't met me yet and hit an algorithm because at the time Instagram Reels wasn't like that.
Yeah.
TikTok was this crazy manifester algorithm that could put you on people's pages that or feeds that would otherwise never know who you are because I wasn't hitting explore pages on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, some girls were doing that and I was like, okay, I'm going to have to use TikTok. And I started posting on this cracked iPhone. And I told myself I have to post every day for a month and then I'll get a new iPhone or however long it would take. And I just watched it kind of grow over time.
Yeah.
But it was late. I was a little bit late.
I feel like 2021 was still like early though. Like it felt like it was late in the moment, but it was still early because I feel like
it might have been 2022.
Oh, really? Because I feel like that's so early. I feel like when they started adding like TikTok Shop and like all that shit in, that was when it was like, to me, that's when it's like, now it's late. And now there's literally
When was that? 2023?
23 or 24. And I just remember like that changed TikTok so much and it made it so much worse. And TikTok, sorry. Love you, TikTok. TikTok, come on the pod. And then
come on the bottom.
No, but it was still early. Like I feel like up until 2023, it felt like you were still able to jump in and like get rewarded. Now people literally just like, there's creators that are like, I grew this many followers in 2 months and this is how you can do it too. And it's like all a ploy to make like TikTok a side hustle, which is like, I was posting just to have fun.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to turn into a whole career. I literally just was like posting to have fun.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't posting to be an influencer per se, but I was posting to have jobs find me or opportunities find me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? But I didn't necessarily see through like brand deals.
We have your first TikTok here.
My first TikTok ever? Oh my God. This is crazy. And you know what? This one performed really well. This was like my first tiny banger.
Got some coffee, went on a little walk.
There she
then
goes.
I came back, had a bowl of soup, and got...
Oh my God, this is really something.
Is it hard to watch?
For that, I wanted to get a Halloween costume at the Halloween store. Bag secured. Got a coffee, then headed to my fittings for the day.
She was vlogging.
Honestly, it was a whole lot of waiting. In between the fittings, I got a little massage, and I felt so much better. Finished the last fitting at around 8 p.m. This is one of the looks.
And you know what? I did not script this. I'm just talking straight to the phone.
That's kind of a vibe.
This was when I was modeling in Greece. I'm honestly glad I did this. Oh my God, this is like peak.
This is literally what everyone's doing right now. I mean, like, it's so funny because this is not your type of content now at all. Like, I feel like you're on a different, like, wavelength and level now.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's so crazy. That was one of your first big ones? Or your first big one, or?
Because I posted it in Athens, so I hit a new, like a global audience.
Oh, cool.
I think at that time, too, people were interested in what a model day in the life was.
I think people still are.
Really?
Yeah, you don't think so? Like, everyone wants to know what Bella Hadid is doing, like, in her day.
So true, but that's Bella Hadid, you know?
And, like, Alex Kansani. Like, well, I feel like models are, like, still, I think, people are very interested in them.
Yeah, that's actually true. But I feel like, I don't know, at that time, well, because I think what actually inspired me to get into modeling, I was talking to my boyfriend about this. It was like in 2020, there was like how to get signed. There was different people that were talking about modeling, and I was like, wait, I would love to do that. And I was like, wait, I'm 5'10". Like if I lock in, like maybe this could be something that I get into. And I was using TikTok for that. And I think actually the day in the life stuff was able to sort of this is the thing about social media. You can sort of project your ideal identity before you've even caught up to it.
Yeah. That's very real.
And so I think that's what I was doing. Even in that video, I like look at like, oh my God, I was like running out of money at that time. And then I had to move home to live with my parents before I figured out where to go next or what to even do next. Because after that, I went to Milan and I got rejected by 3 agencies because I wasn't skinny. And that's why you see the soup. Because I was trying to lose weight and I was already so tiny. It was so weird.
Yeah.
It's crazy to even look back at that. But I was like, I think definitely trying to project an ideal identity for myself.
Yeah. I feel like people dream about, or they fantasize about like that life of being a model. And like, it's like, it seems so like you're in expensive clothes and you're living like a lavish like life of luxury, but that's not actually the case.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I had my digitals yesterday for modeling and it never gets easier. Well, your digitals, for people who don't know, it's you just go into the office and a photographer will just like capture what you look like, no makeup, in like tight fitting clothes. And even then I was still like spiraling before I went in there. And I was like, it doesn't have to be painful, but it's still sort of, it's a lot when you're just, and then they did my measurements and she's saying numbers. And I'm like, don't tell me what it is. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Modeling is just one of those things. And I actually think I've developed my career enough now where I'm not even being booked as a model, as a mannequin. I'm not 5'10", blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm Kitty. So even certain requirements in terms of measurements and different things like that don't necessarily have to apply to me, but they still run in your brain and you're like, I don't know, it's a little bit whatever.
Do you still like love the internet though? Like from that moment to now, you still like love the internet?
Oh my God, I love the internet.
You're so funny. My favorite thing is like I feel like you play this like ditzy, like the stuff in your bag always kills me. Like that is like, how did you get there from like modeling? Do you just wanted to have fun, or like how did you even get into like? Because you're like do funny stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's so funny when people are like, you're like a social media comedian. And I'm like, you think I'm funny? This is crazy.
You are.
But when I was making videos like that, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like you're hiding all these different parts of yourself because you want to be like the other videos you see online, So, but yeah, basically I did this reality show in December 2023. It was called Follow Me. It was a social media competition. And at the time, I didn't have a lot of followers, but I was around people who did. And they were teaching me. Essentially, the show never popped off, but it wasn't about that. But I feel like it was a formative moment in my journey where I learned how to edit for the first time. Hi, my name is Kitty Lever, and also come up with my own unique perspective and voice, and it gave me a ton of confidence. So afterwards, this is like the origin story of Can I Have a Piece? But I was with my friend and we got pizza, and we took the box to go, and we were walking down the street, and she was like, oh, could I have a piece of gum? And I was like, wouldn't it be so funny if I gave you a piece of pizza instead? She was like, you're so weird. And I was like, but it'd be so funny. And then a couple days later, I was like, I'm going to make that into a video. And I did it. I asked my mom to record me, and I pulled a piece of pizza out of my bag instead of a piece of gum, and I posted it December 31st, 2023. And I was like, going into the new year, this is what I'm manifesting. Like, just taking chances on content. And the first comments that started rolling in were like, this isn't funny. There's still time to delete this. What is this? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to sleep on it. And because I believed in it.
Yeah.
And I woke up the next day and it was going viral. And I was like, whoa, like, what's going on? And that sort of bit propelled me into this new universe where I was like, there's this thing in improv. I've been taking improv classes this year, and one of the mantras for improv is, if that unusual thing is true, what else is true? And I didn't know I was doing it at the time, but I was like, oh, if this character pulls peculiar things out of her bag and her humor is very ditzy, like, what else is true about this character? And I was like, oh, maybe she has a pet golem. And, like, just different things like that. I sort of, like, built the character out. And it's been so fun because... Wait.
You're a pet golem?
I'm obsessed.
So funny.
Obsessed.
I just, like, love how kooky the character is. Like, do you think people think that's really who you are in real life? I think that they do.
No, for sure. But the thing is, she is. But she is such a unique expression, and there's no bounds. And I feel like when I'm Kitty, because even on set, like, Kitty, I don't know, she asks for what she wants, and she's, like, really flirty and spunky and fun. And Katie, which is, like, my real name, I feel like it's not that I'm, like, she's not grounded, but Katie, I don't know, she's just more shy. She reminds me of maybe my high school or college self that hadn't fully figured out how to... Katie was the girl that you saw in Grease. Like, here's my soup.
Yeah.
Here's me finally brushing my teeth. And Kitty is this hyper expression of me. And it's so much fun when I get to be Kitty.
Oh my God, that's how I feel. I feel like that when I'm, like, my type B friend, or, like, when I do my type B videos. Because, like, that is, like, a version of me that's, like, I can be like that. I'm usually not. People always think that's me.
Yeah.
They're like, are you type B? I'm like, yes. Yes.
But it comes so naturally, though.
It's because I have so many type B people around me that I'm like, I know exactly how you act. Like, I know. But I love that. Like, I like that you talk about yourself in that format of, like, I feel like Eric, this version of, like Katie is this and Kitty's that. I feel like my online version of myself is never sad. And then my, like, real life version of myself is always sad.
Wait, it's so split like that?
No, I'm kidding. I feel like I have a hard time sharing, like, the bad parts. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm like...
I don't think you have to. Because even when I share bad parts, it's like an alchemical version of what's happened to me. It's told in a way where I've already formulated the lesson, and that's why I'm talking about it. But I'm never going on like, oh, life is so hard today, complaining. That's just not the vibe for me at all.
Also, I wanted to congratulate again, but on 1 year of sobriety, congrats. I'm, like, so proud of you that you share it so openly and you wear it like a badge of honor. Like, I actually love when you post about it, because it's like, I think it's so awesome. And, like, I don't know. I already told you that when we, like, saw each other at the Euphoria event. But I was
You're
like,
so sweet.
you, like, that's such a big accomplishment. And, like, I don't know. You should be really proud of it. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you think it's, like, changed your life, like, a lot? Like,
1,000 million, 100 billion%.
Yeah.
I mean, even thinking about what we started making content together, it was within this year, right?
Yeah, was it this year?
Just different things like that. I don't think that my career or my focus was rooted in exploring different opportunities and journeys, because sobriety really allowed me to, I don't know, build something real. I was really escaping for a long time. I don't think people realize I was going out like 3 times a week and always taking it too far. Like, that was what I was doing. But I would still wake up and film a brand deal the next day.
Yeah.
And I was able to be so functioning that it worked. But in my relationship is where I noticed it the most, that I was like, oh, I can be extremely irresponsible. And my thing too, when we talk about drugs, it's like every single time I drink a sip of alcohol, like whatever was offered to me, I was somehow down to do it, which is so dangerous and so unlike me in normal waking life. And that's kind of why I really needed to stop, because it's like, that could be so dangerous. Well, not only when you're in a relationship, but in my relationship, it was the first time that I knew somebody that really gave a fuck about me. And I was like, wait, I'm somebody's baby. Like,
yeah, your boyfriend is so sweet too.
He's
such a king. He was so nice. He's so cool. All his tattoos and his, like, little glasses.
Yeah,
it was nice to meet him.
He's the best. Love him.
I feel like we have similar boyfriend types where we're like sporadic, like crazy ones, and then our boyfriends are like quiet and like.
Wait, what is Ruben? What's his sign?
He's a Sagittarius.
Oh, his birthday's coming up-ish too.
December.
Wait, he's a December Sag?
Yeah, he's a December 15th.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Because Capricorn is next and it's later December.
It's like January, December, January.
So he's a true Sag.
Yeah, he's a true Sag. Love a Sagittarius. I feel like we're like opposites in so many ways. Is that how you?
Yes, you guys really are, but I love it. I love being around you guys.
think it's so funny. Just like we're literally like, but then we have the same like ideas about how like the world works, and I feel like that's the most important thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's so true.
But how's he? What's your boyfriend sign?
Capricorn.
Oh, he's Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Wait, we're like similar.
Yeah, I know. I see it.
What does your boyfriend do?
He's an artist. So he actually just quit his job. He was working in finance for a long time, but now he's painting and he does a media company with his friends and he's sort of figuring out what work looks like for him because for 7 years he's been just a finance guy. But not. I mean, when you look at him and you talk to him, you would never guess, but that's what he was doing.
Yeah. I would not get finance from him.
Right?
Did not get finance from him.
Yeah.
At all.
So, he's like reworking what that looks like.
Yeah. You guys make a sweet team.
Yeah, you guys do.
Yeah, I think that's so funny. How long have you guys been together now? 3?
Oh my gosh, a year and a half.
A year and a half?
Yep. What about you guys?
5.
Oh my goodness.
It's so long. We need to end it. It's been too long, guys.
No,
Let's call it. Let's call it.
No, we love Ruben.
He was like, do you want to go look at wedding rings? I was like,
no way.
I was like, I'm tired.
What do you think about weddings?
Oh my God, I feel like they're messy and like a lot happens. And like, oh my God, like literally my friend just didn't get invited to a wedding and it's been so crazy. It's just like everyone's feelings get hurt and then it's like so much money and I just would like rather like elope and then spend all that money on me.
Yeah, totally. Weddings.
What, do you want to get married?
I mean, eventually I do, but it's weird. I see having kids with Nick before I see my wedding with Nick. Is that weird?
No, I feel like that's more normal. Because
I'm just like, I never grew up like, I want to be a bride.
That's how I feel. I'm like, I don't really care about the wedding. I want to know what like our future looks like. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. I'm
That's
like,
so true.
Where do we want to live? Like, what does like this all look like? Like, what is like, if we were to buy a house, like what the house be? And I'm like, okay, like I'm actually more focused on that. I think that's when we like talk about getting married. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I like that's like a day. Like, I don't really care about the day. Like, and then I have to pick up the big white dress.
Right.
And, like, I don't know. Like, I have to get my hair and makeup done that day. It's just gonna be like a mess. Like.
I think when it's happening, I'm going to make it super special and cool. But for now, or at least in recent thoughts, when you think about a guest list too, I'm like, there's just like some people I don't even want around my love. And I feel like we're just like performing our love for people. I just want it to be very intimate. I want it to protect my relationship.
It seems like
I don't want to be thinking about anything else except that. And so I just need to figure out how to get there, you know?
I feel like it's like sometimes it's a big show. And I'm like, I don't need a big show.
Like, I want to have a very untraditional wedding, whatever I do. You know?
Okay, my lesbian in the corner is like, she's like, you want to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's true, but I don't want to like pay $1,000. I burped when I was talking. That's true, but I just like, I don't really care yet. And I'm like, and then I'm the Virgo. I'm going to be doing all the planning. Like, come on. Like, that's not fair. But then I'm going to want everything my way. So it's like.
Yeah, I'm really bad at planning. I'm like the opposite. Is that
You're
my
not a good
lack
planner?
of a Virgo trait? I'm good at planning for myself, maybe, but man, I'm just like, I feel very type B in that way. Where I'm just like, meh. But I also can't stand when you're the one that plans everything and the other person is just along for the ride because I feel like it puts a lot of pressure on your shoulders.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It needs to be equal.
I like equilibrium. I feel like an even split is what I like.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, also, we didn't talk about like we did a collab. Like, was it this year or was it last year?
I swear it was this year.
I cannot remember.
If it was last year, it was November, December, because I remember it was kind of cold.
It was cold outside and Ruben helped film.
That was so cute.
I feel like our characters are funny together. Like
I know. We need to do it. I want to do another video like that.
I know. I want to do like Well, we're doing the little mini-series.
Yeah.
Guys, we're doing a little mini-series together, and you're going to play a bitch at the office.
I'm playing a bitch at the office.
And it's like my type B friend at like an office setting. Like, I think that's the funniest place for a type B friend to be. Like, for a type B person at work is like the worst place for them to like be living life, but they have to do it sometimes. So I don't know. I'm like so excited to film it. I think you're such a good actress.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I feel like whenever you perform, like you're so good at it. You're really good, expressive, and like, I don't know.
That's one of my goals. After the book is out, I definitely want to pivot more into acting. So that's why I felt so lucky when you asked me to be a part of this. Especially in a way, obviously I love playing, ditzy, fun, humorous characters. But when you asked me to kind of play the bitch at the office, I'm like, unlock.
And I was like, I knew you'd dress cunty. Like, I knew you'd dress good. Like,
I think I can be, honestly, because I feel so bubbly and happy in real life, I think there's a suppressed bitch inside of me that I'm going to really bring tomorrow. So just be ready.
I'm so excited.
Do you like to play bitches?
I feel like I prefer to play like
coming out of my mouth.
No, I feel like I want to, but then I'm like not mean enough. Okay, how about like you be a bitch to me first, and then I'll be a bitch to you back. How about that?
Okay.
Hey, Kitty, where are those reports? I asked them for you 4 hours ago.
The reports?
Yeah,
they've been in your inbox.
They're
not. You actually checked.
They're not in my inbox. Okay, I've checked.
Well, you obviously haven't.
You guys can't laugh.
Well, you obviously haven't because HR called to tell me that...
Well, HR called to tell me about your outfit today.
Wait, I was going to say the same thing to you because it's just
I'm just very appropriate for work. I don't have my hoo-has out.
Wait, can I just say, maybe I can't be a bitch when it's like we're role-playing as ourselves.
Yeah, you need to be someone else.
I need to be somebody else because I'm like trying to find something and I like naturally am not thinking of anything mean. I'm like...
I know. It's like I feel like I could be a bitch when you're a bitch to me first. Like,
wait,
because
like, I can't be mean to you. I have to be mean to like a character.
Yeah, I need to put a wig on.
Because like if I'm trying to attack anything you're wearing, it's just like bitchy. Wait, you know what happens to me too? I think I like get so flustered and I start smiling a lot.
I want to play like silly characters though. Like I feel like that's my goal.
Yeah,
like,
that's fun.
I feel like silly is like so fun and it's natural to me and it's like easy and it's like, I don't know, I see that for me. You want to play a bitch? Because I feel like you...
No, I don't want to play a bitch, but I'm excited to play a bitch tomorrow. But I would love to play... I mean, honestly, I love the characters that Brittany Murphy has played.
Oh, Brittany Murphy. She's such a star.
Yeah, I want to be in a horror movie one day.
You'd be good. I could see you dying.
Wait, I think I could see myself being a psycho killer.
You think?
Yeah.
You'd lock in with those blue eyes. You'd lock in right
yeah. I like to get crawly and weird, screaming and maniacal.
The Golem-ification of Kitty.
The Golem-ification. Yeah, like Obsession would be such a dream role for me.
That was a good movie. I just watched. I was so late to the party.
Yes, I feel like it's so nice when you can see our inner crazy just come out.
I met Indy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What was
she
that
came
like?
up to me. She's so nice and pretty. Indy, come on the pod.
Indy?
Indy, come on the pod.
Come on the pod.
Also, you mentioned your book earlier, and I want to talk about your book. Also, you were texting me about like how you use magic in it, and I really want to hear about that. Yeah.
Okay, so...
Wait, tell everyone about your book first today.
Whiskers of a Kitten. It comes out October 27th, 2026. It's an art poetry book. Every single poem in there is handwritten.
It has its own Instagram account as well.
It has its own Instagram account, but that happened 3 years before. I was just posting my poetry. And like I said, I feel like I've always used social media to manifest certain things. And at the time, I didn't see myself as publishing it because it just seemed like such a grown-up thought to have, if that makes sense. But yeah, so the poetry I wrote from age 22 to 26. So it's like 4 years. But it's also it's also written about different scenes from my life that happened at 17, 18. But it's very diaristic. It's about moving to New York City. It's about heartbreak. It's about love. It's about nightlife, sobriety, the scene. There's so many different poems about that. And I'm just really excited.
I'm so excited for you. Has it been really hard to like put yourself on paper like that and like have to, you have to like review it and like think through what
Well,
you're
it was
saying?
already done when I submitted it. Does that make sense?
Because it was just poetry from
because I've been writing it for so long and I didn't realize it because I was posting some of them online, which I actually had to go and archive a bunch of posts because some of them we ended up using, but none of them are really truly the same because I worked with an editor for the last 6 months and he sort of described himself as a creative midwife. So he was essentially a coach that was helping me become a better writer because I thought editors were somebody who line edited and suggested different words or corrected your spelling, but no, he was trying to graduate my writing. Like in so many ways, he was like one of the best pieces of advice that I got from him was show, don't tell, which you also get with acting. But he's like, don't say I miss you. Like, show me it.
Yeah.
Like, give me images that indicate the emotions you're feeling. And that was really helpful. But yes, I'm so proud of it. So it's an art poetry book. So essentially every single page is handwritten and then it's scanned. But I also did a lot of collage and mixed media elements and getting into the magic portion of it all. So for example, one page, I have like a couple poems about an ex-best friend that I used to have. And one thing that I did on one of the pages about her is I took her favorite coffee order and I went to Dunkin' Donuts and I ordered it. And then I just spilled it all over the page. And then I let it dry and then I did the poem on top of it. And I feel like it was my way of, I don't know, sort of bringing the book into such a personal part of my life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like taking something about this person and like including it.
Like that's her.
Yeah.
Yes. And I feel like little details like that in the book that make it feel very alive, and not sterile or clinical. Like I don't think the book would evoke the same feelings that it does if it was just written in text. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I think handwritten adds something like an element of personal, like a very, very like deep personal kind of connection to every page. I feel like that's really pretty.
Yeah, another one I did, this is kind of gross, but it's fine. I'll just share it. But basically there's one poem, it's sort of a poem. It's more of like a visual representation of what it's like to keep apologizing for something. And I wanted to put blood on it.
Did you?
And I was like, am I going to use fake blood? And I was like, no, that's dumb. And I remember I went to go see this art gallery a year ago, and this woman made a painting with her period blood. And I was like, wait, in the moment I was making the book, I was like, wait, I was on my period. And I was like, I'm going to put my period blood on this page. So there's one page where it's obviously scanned, so it's not dirty like that, but it's like real, it's really that, And period blood is actually some of the most potent female energy that you could possibly kind of do magic with. So yeah, the book is very powerful. It's definitely like a living. I know it's scans, but at least the original documentation, but the book itself, yeah, it's very potent.
That's so cool. Do you consider yourself like witchy? Because you keep using the word magic, and I'm so curious.
Yeah, I mean, when I think of the word magic, it's magic with a K. My boyfriend kind of put me onto it. But you can use like orgasms as magic. Did you know that?
Let's learn more. Like, how so? Like, what do you mean?
Oh my God, just like attuning your awareness to something while it's happening. Like sex magic, I mean, you can create life with sex magic, but you could do a lot of other things with it too. But I don't necessarily consider myself a witch. It's only in service to myself. Like, I'm not casting spells or doing anything crazy to other people. That's like not the vibe at all. Especially in this safe way with the book, I feel like I just wanted to supercharge it. And I wanted it to feel as personal and close to me and a piece of me as possible.
Yeah.
So those were the little things that I was doing.
I feel like everything is energy. And even like through a scan, I'm sure like you can feel, I don't know, there's like feelings are like I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like energy carries even when you don't know about it.
Well, yeah, and knowing that it wasn't, for example, fake blood, or it wasn't just a random coffee that I spilled on it.
Yeah.
Knowing these little layers of it make it feel so much more alive.
Yeah.
You know? Especially in a timeline where so much, I don't want to say art because it's not like that, but also at the same time, but like we live in the AI age where everything is faked. And I actually had this thought the other day. Sorry, I might go on a tangent about this, but my friend died in September, and like since she died, I was like very like thinking about the afterlife, and I felt like I used to believe in a lot of it, and then I just like kind of stopped because I felt so jarred by her sudden death. Like it felt so impossible that the grief sort of made me not believe in a lot of things. And I started like really thinking and sitting into that perspective, and then was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, "Oh, you're feeling skeptical." And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm feeling skeptical." And I'm such an optimist and I believe in magic and all these things that feeling skeptical feels like a loss. And I realized also that AI is contributing to the skepticality I feel, because you go online and you look at images or you look at writing and you're constantly like, is this real? Is this ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Is this AI? And I feel like that kind of skepticism has bled into my consciousness in belief in afterlife and spirituality.
Yeah, because there's no reality. Like, it feels like reality is, like, slowly fading away, especially with, like, things that are usually handcrafted or are handwritten. Like, they're no longer being made by humans, which makes it, to me, just, like, false. So there's this, like, huge wave of false, like, that's, like, being promoted and pushed, and, like, it really is inescapable at this point. Like, and so I get what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
it makes you skeptical about, like, the world and, like, what's really happening. It also makes me really skeptical about, like, where we're headed. Like, as, like, society and culture, like, what is AI really gonna, like, do to us? And, like, I don't know. It is scary.
It is scary. That's why even making the book, I didn't even realize I was doing it at the time. But I just wanted it to be handwritten because I liked how it looked and I felt like it communicated the words the way it was supposed to be. And talking to my publisher about it when it came time to, like, basically because I had to write all of them in a computer, edit them, get them to where they needed to be, and then transcribe them with the handwritten elements. And when I was like talking to the publisher, he was just like, "Oh yeah, I mean, this is truly like an antithesis to AI too. Like, especially since AI is so in the zeitgeist right now. Everybody, I mean, you think about it every day in different ways. It's everywhere. And yeah, this feels like, oh no, this was a human made piece of art. You know, even when I think about the book. Sorry not to keep going on tangents, but I think about it as such an art piece and not a product that people are like, oh, are you going to have like a party for it? Are you going to like send it out to people? And I'm like, no, because it's not a product and I don't want it to be consumed that way. And it's not about people posting it on their story, like a random person posting it on their story about who I sent the book to, because it's not, I want the people that buy it to have that intention when they interact with it. Otherwise, what's the point? You know?
I know what you mean. I feel like there should be some sort of celebration for the birth of, like, your artwork. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I need to figure out what that looks like. I just think it needs to be something untraditional because I didn't want to do something where it's like, oh, and then here's the free drinks, and there's people that are coming that don't know me or don't know it. I just want the energy around it to be
good,
to feel good. Because, you know, we've been to different brand events. I don't want it to feel like that, you know? I don't think it would, but there's just that thing.
Oh, I'm really proud of you and I'm so excited.
Thank you.
I'm excited to read it. I'm going to see the blood. I'll see the coffee. I'll feel the energy. It's going to be so cool.
Yeah, different things. Even different initials and things that I put in it. Like certain poems are about, you know, certain boys or certain exes or certain whatever. Different burn marks in different places.
Isn't it crazy that the internet has, like, allowed this whole world to, like, open up to you? Like, I don't know, I think it's so cool. Like, if you hadn't posted that random vlog of you being a model, like, you wouldn't be here talking about your book. Like,
no, literally, it's crazy. That's why I always talk about the timeline, like our timeline. We got so lucky, you guys. You can do anything with your phone, and not even just like selling and pushing products online. It's like you could create a whole audience and a whole world, you know?
Yeah.
And aside from fame, but just like creating an audience and community where people like you can find you. That's what the internet did for us.
Yeah.
And we got such a sweet spot of it because I feel like now it's becoming a little bit oversaturated. People keep saying the influencer is dying. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Well, have you seen, like, what is that was, like, no influencer sign, and then everyone was up in
What do
arms
you
about
think about that? We should talk.
So who made the TikTok? Was it some random girl?
Yeah, I think it was some random girl, but it was this restaurant in God, I don't even know where it was.
Should I look it up?
Can we look it up? Sorry.
No, it's just
I actually see it in my head clearly, but I don't want to mispronounce the name of the... Is it Nantucket?
In Nantucket, yeah. It was in Nantucket. No influencer sign in Nantucket. And then all these white girls in Nantucket were like, well, there's just no influencer sign. It's so tacky. And it's like, wait, what? I don't know. How do you feel about it? I feel like what they're trying to say is like no filming, no recording, no like putting our... I don't know, like, and it had the opposite effect on the restaurant, which is kind of hilarious.
Right? I don't know. I mean, I feel like I don't understand. It's like influencer gentrification of like these local tourist places in a way. But also, I don't know this situation that intimately, but even in the way that we talk about influencers, I mean, I feel like I have influence, but it's not at the forefront of anything I'm doing. I actually try to stay away from like product pushing in general. I'm pushing ideas, books, theories, philosophy. That's what I want to be known for pushing, you know? But I do know that like I think when they talk about like no influencers, I feel like it is that type of person that's sort of trying to extract as much as they can for content for like a consumerist culture.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, come with me to the best restaurant in Nantucket so we can try the lobster roll that's $65 for half a sandwich. And it's like, shut up, shut up. Oh my God. There is like someone, also like people who put their whole life on blast for the internet. I'm like, I can't. I don't know. And no one even knows that.
Wait, we should talk about that. I always preface everything. Let's talk about that.
I just feel like I'm not that person. I never want to be. Like, I feel like, and I'm also like, I'm not very open about like the darker moments in my life, like, or like the things that don't make me feel good. Like, I don't want to post about that. That's not what like brings me joy or like adds value to my life or my audience's life is how I feel about it. And so like, I know like it's not always the best thing to like show only the highlights of your life, but like that's kind of like how I roll. Is that bad?
No, not at all. I feel like as long as other people understand that, like social media is it's somebody's highlight reel. Yeah. It's every best moment, every best photo of themselves. But in terms of the exploitation that you can do of your life for views, I mean, I actually wrote about this the other day. I want to make a video about it, but I need to figure out how to say it. So this is good practice. But it's so easy to exploit your life for views. If you talk about, hey, this is my boyfriend. Hey, we broke up. Let me tell you everything about that. Hey, this situation. Hey, let me exploit this situation, like this altercation that I got in with this other person. Here's part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. Here's my kids. All of these different things that you could easily exploit your life for views, how dangerous it can be, because it's almost like a button. The more that you tell about your life, like these intimate details, you could just blow up. That's why that's why having Kitty and Katie or even Type B and an actual Eric is like, you actually allow yourself to create a distinct difference. And I feel like because Kitty is sort of creating content about whatever world she's living in, I get to leave so much of my other life out of it. Yeah. I posted my boyfriend sometimes, but I will never sit him down and be like, baby, let's tell everybody about how we first met. Like, that's not what we're doing. Wait, have you and Ruben done that?
No, never. I actually I have my rules for him. Like, he only makes TikToks with me, like, I want to say twice a year now. Mm-hmm. And it's like every 6 months I'll be like, guys, he's coming on, here are the rules. Like, don't talk bad about him. Be nice to him. Yes. Compliment his eyes and his hair. And I like putting that wall up. I like having like this is how you're going to act when you see someone who I care about. Mm-hmm. And because like, you don't really see I don't ever really post my like close friends. Mm-hmm. I actually feel like the closer I get to someone, the less likely I am to post them.
Right? Same.
Yeah.
1000%.
Because I never post my lesbian and we're always talking to each other.
It's like, you don't want to expose them to this world, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
Like, especially because it's come I don't want to refer to all the content we make as work because it's actually fun, and I feel like work is such a flattened term for everything that we're doing, but it is work, and
it's like a job for sure.
Yeah, and you don't want to bring certain people into that. I'm very protective, especially of my relationship and like my family and friends. Yeah, the closer I get to somebody, I post with them less. Yeah, it really is crazy how that works.
Like I feel like even my content creator friends, like we have become genuine friends, I feel. And then because of that, like we don't make content together ever.
That's so funny.
So it's
That's
funny.
What happens.
And like there's some part of me that wishes like I could drop that wall and just like be free to like because I feel like once it's in my mind that I'm not going to post with someone, like I can't even start thinking about like a funny video together. Like it's just not.
Wow.
I'm like very like I just have. I don't know. I have like interesting walls or like rules in my head.
Yeah.
I'm a Virgo. I love a rule.
Us Virgos. Well, yeah, that's why I got somebody to help me film my videos a couple years ago, and now I consistently do because I don't like to bleed that into my relationship with my boyfriend or my friends. I don't want to ever go to lunch with a friend and be like, also, can you record this video of me?
Oh, I'm like that though.
Oh, really?
I'm just like, don't be in it.
Oh my gosh, really? And how is it received? Fine?
Yeah.
Why do I feel bad about it? I'm feeling bad about it.
I don't know. I feel like, I think because when my boyfriend, like, I was like, I had like 20,000 Instagram followers. So like, I was just like, can you post? Like, I was really doing it for me. Like, I didn't start doing it for like asking him for it. Cause like, I don't know. Sometimes I have a good idea when we're together and I'm like, can you film this for me?
Okay, with boyfriends, something like that, yes.
Or like if we're on a trip together, like for a brand.
Yes.
I'm like, you have to film it. Like, I'm not going to ask anyone. Yeah. But like, I don't know. It's nice to have the help.
Yeah.
We have to move into our wild ride section.
Okay.
So we have we have fans submit their wildest story times for me and my guest to react to. So if you want to tell a story and add it to your digital footprint, you can reduce your your time in prison in the the wild web if you tell us a wild story. Your internet crime is hanging out with Golem. Which that picture kills me. Or like just when you have Golem, it's so funny.
I'm gonna make a video with him today.
Really?
Yeah.
Miss him. Golem, come on the pod.
I should have brought him.
You should have. That'd be smart. He could have sat right here.
Iconic.
He's big.
No, he's big. He's like.
You like carry him like a baby. I can't even hold him like this.
I have to hold him like.
He's kind of like your child.
Yeah, he is my child.
I want to see your apartment. I feel like it's so funny.
Oh my gosh, apartment tour. That would be so fun.
But here are the rules for everyone listening. 1, they have to be outrageous, but please keep them short. 2, you have to email them to wildwildwebpod@gmail.com. And 3, address the email Dear Lesbian, because my lesbian will be reading them and putting them on my cards. Yay, lesbians!
My sister's a lesbian.
Oh my God.
And she just got married. Well, 2 years ago. So I have 2 sisters.
Lesbian, come on the pod. Yes. Older, younger?
Older.
Okay. Older lesbian sister. That's how I feel about my lesbian in the room. My older lesbian sister. So I'm going to read the first story. And then if you have a story you want to add on to the end of it, please let me know. At age 15, I went camping for the weekend with my dad, brothers, grandfather, and uncle, all on my dad's side. At the campfire on one of the nights, my uncle puts his arm around my shoulder as we're all standing together and says to me, "Tell your father that you're gay." Out of nowhere, I, a closeted 15-year-old in a not supportive family, was so shocked. I just stood there silently as they all looked at me and smiled, my dad included. Hashtag JB Lee Curtis trauma. What? Anyways, now I'm 26 and a proud bisexual with a boyfriend and almost 2 years. She, her. Oh, okay. So this is a woman.
She's confessed.
She's confessing that she's bisexual. Yeah.
Wow.
But her uncle put her arm around her and said, "Tell your dad you're gay." That's actually really funny.
That's funny.
That actually kind of happened to me. Like when I was in Boy Scouts, like we were all sitting around the campfire. This is the first time this ever happened. And someone like turned to me and they're like, "Eric, are you gay?" And I was sitting there sitting there at the campfire. I think I was like 13.
You're a baby.
And they were all like sitting there looking at me and I was like, "No." But I'll never forget that. Like that was like the first time anyone ever like I think called me gay and was like asking if I was gay. And I was like,
wait, that's a lot.
Yeah. And I was like, "No."
That's crazy.
And I was lying. I was
You were
acting.
lying. When did you know?
I feel like I knew when I was like around that age. I like kind of knew. But then I didn't like admit it to myself and like come out until I was like 18.
And what did it feel like? Were you was it at the time, were you worried about it or were you excited about it? Like, what
So
was the
my
feeling?
grandparents are super Catholic and so is my mom. And so I was always like worried about that a little bit. But I don't know. I feel like I always knew like they didn't care that much. Like,
Oh, that's so good.
I was very Virgo about it. So I waited until I had like a job and my own place to live and like I was secure in myself. And then I was like, okay, guys, I'm gay. And they're like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. I was overthinking it for sure.
Yeah, totally.
When people come out when they're 15, I'm like, you're stronger than me. You're brave.
Yeah, but I feel like the road is getting paved to make it easier for people to come out.
Everyone wants to be gay now.
Wait, can we talk about... So literally, I feel like there was this thing like 2023, maybe, where it was almost easier to identify. And this is up because it's obviously... I don't even... I read this Substack article about it. One of my really good friends, Maxwell, he wrote it. And it was basically talking about how people would just say they're bisexual because it felt like it was easier to... it was easier to be a part of a community than ally with the community.
Yeah.
And how wrong that is because in a sense you didn't even earn... Because somebody who is gay and has to fight to be gay and like feel accepted goes through a lot of different... Like goes through a whole childhood of maybe they get bullied for it and it's like hard. And so people to just be able to say, oh, I'm bisexual... and only say it because they want to belong to a community instead of just being an ally with it feels wrong.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
I feel like my understanding of that is like I will never, as a gay person, understand what a trans person goes through.
Mm-hmm.
And like a bisexual person could never, maybe they would in some degree, like understand what a gay person goes through. But
Yes.
if someone's like not necessarily like out living like a woman dating a woman or a man dating a man, but they're bisexual, they don't necessarily face the same criticism as someone who's going through that. No, like I totally know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And it is unfair to like, I do think people were like always like, they were claiming bisexual just for...
Yes. I feel like we lived in a weird cancel culture, and we still do, but it's actually... I feel like it's swinging back around. But cancel culture was so strong that I feel like somebody almost felt like... Even I felt like I had to. I literally said online that I was bisexual. But then I was like, wait, I'm straight. Pretty sure.
Did you think you were bisexual?
Well, this is actually a really interesting story because I've never kissed a girl like that. I've never... Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I thought I was, but it would never escalate into that territory. But I feel like queerness is... It's so a part of a spectrum. You can't even really label it.
Yeah.
But it was weird that just recently, like 6 months ago, I was like, oh no, I'm straight. Because I was like, oh, I love boys. And like, whatever. Anyway, but I met this girl recently, which is kind of funny because I'm in a relationship, so it doesn't matter. But you know when you meet people that you think are attractive, and you're like, oh, if I was single, like this would be I would be like interested in this, but I'm in a relationship, like that's normal.
Yeah.
Anyway, but right, that's normal. It's normal. Because you're not gonna do anything about it because you're like in control of yourselves.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I met this girl and I was like, wait, what the is happening to me? I was like feeling blushy and feeling like I wanted to follow her around and like feeling like, whoa, it's so crazy. If I wasn't in a relationship, you're just like thinking like, oh, and then I was like, maybe there is like a part of me but I don't know if I'll be able to explore it in this lifetime. I mean, but when you're thinking about boyfriend, you want to think about forever with them. And so I was like, oh, it's really interesting. I don't know. Sexuality.
Okay, next story. Dear lesbian, one time with my ex-boyfriend, I found out that he was cheating on me, so I decided to hit up his best friend and then we had sex. I recorded it and I sent it to him and tell me why he wanted me back so bad. We had a three-way. Oh, please. We had a three-way.
Is this real?
Yes, someone said it. Also, he took me shopping after because I told him that I deserved everything that I want. So he bought me everything and then I blocked him after. So you had a threesome. Okay, threesome. Wait, you're messy.
So messy.
This is messy. I wish I was messy like that sometimes. Like, there was a part of my life that I was a little messy, but I was like, I could have been messier. You know
I feel like my poetry book is a little bit of me being messy.
In like a good way or a bad way?
No, in a good way. Like in a artistic way. But it's sort of, it's like crazy how much heartbreak can fuel you. Have you experienced that? Did you ever go through a heartbreak that just totally catapulted you into a new universe?
Yeah, that guy I didn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then now I'm famous.
Yeah, that's it. But no, this guy, like, pretty much, like, part of the inspo for the poetry book was this guy. It's so crazy because now I'm in a happy relationship and it just feels so background. But at the time, I remember I was talking to this stylist and she was like, if you're going to be heartbroken, do something with it. Like, don't just let it sit there inside of you. And I was like, wow, that's so true.
You're good at like learning lessons and taking them with you. That's like one thing I've really noticed. Like you really, if someone says something powerful to you, you carry it with you. And I think that's really do. Cool.
Wait, you know what somebody told me? I got my astrology chart read and she told me that I absorb consciousness.
Wait, really?
Like if I'm around somebody too long or I read a book, I really absorb it and integrate it into my life.
I need to start doing that.
It's like, wait, I'm just
That's really impressive. I see it for you because it does feel like, it feels like that's who you're, part of your personality.
Yeah.
You're even bringing up like improv lessons. I'm like, wow, she's really learning a lot. I took improv. I didn't take anything with me.
Babe, take it with you. You probably have. There's this quote by, here we go. There's this quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson that's like, I don't remember all the books I've read any more than the meals I've eaten, but even so they have made me, which is essentially saying that all, like everything that he's ever done and been a part of and learned from, you can't reference it off the dome, but it's integrated into him.
I think that's so real. You. That's why I act like my mom sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I just absorbed some of that attitude.
Yes.
Anyways, we have to do our Deputy of the Week. Every week we highlight a fan of the show who makes me laugh in the comments.
Oh, cute.
Today our Deputy of the Week is Damn It Haley, but without the N. D-A-M.
Shout out.
Haley. Shout out, Damn It Haley.
Shout out.
It's like, I love when Eric turns and stares into the camera completely dumbfounded. LMAO. That is my signature.
Wait,
it's literally because like sometimes I'm so shocked I have to like I have to look like.
I actually notice you do that, and that's one of my favorite parts too. Wait, and I love when you smile and you laugh so hard. It's like
that's like the whole show. That's literally all I do on here.
I love when you take a beat and you're about to say something funny, and I'm like, yes.
Oh, I'm so glad I do a podcast, guys. I don't want it to end, but
wait, how long has it been?
2 hours.
You're joking.
An hour 55 minutes.
No, it hasn't.
No, it hasn't. I love lying. I think it's been about an hour. We really are out of time. Like, will you please plug your socials, let people know where they can follow you?
Oh my gosh, you can follow me at Kitty Lever, and the poetry book is available wherever books are sold. Whiskers of a Kitten at Whiskers of a Kitten.
And you can pre-order it right now.
You can pre-order it right now. Yep.
Yeah, and the Instagram's really cool, guys. Check it out. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on my pod.
Good.
I had fun with you. I'm excited for our mini-series.
Are we shaking hands? Are we
I was like squeezing hands.
Oh, I love to squeeze.
Like sisterly squeeze,
I love a squeeze. Yeah, that's a good squeeze.
Make sure you guys go give my podcast some love and like, rate, and review it wherever you get it. And every time you do that, a lesbian gets a tool belt. Yay! Love you guys. Bye.